Hey there, Jim Schlexer with the CEO Project. One of the questions that we get all the time from CEOs is how many direct reports should I have in my organization? I run into CEOs that have 15, 20, sometimes 30 people working for them directly. I have others that have maybe one or two. So what's the right number? Well, it turns out this is just like phone numbers. And the answer is 7 plus or minus 2. So on average, you should have approximately 7 people working for you in the organization. Why? First of all, it's very hard to spend the right amount of quality time with people if you have 20 or 30 people working for you. You can imagine you can't spend very much time with 30 people. With 7, you can spend an appropriate amount of time, maybe an hour a week or 2 hours a week, coaching, training, guiding, helping them with their jobs, clearing roadblocks for them, and so forth. So 7 is a very manageable number when you try to get things done. Also, when you bring people together, there are group dynamics that occur. And usually the most effective teams are in and around 7, as I said, 7 plus or minus 2. So if the group gets too large, your executive team has 15, 16 people on it, when you have a meeting, it's almost like a committee meeting, not a team meeting. So the dynamics change and the problems and the solutions change as well. And you can imagine as that grows, 7 people having 7 people working for them, have 7 people working for them. So you'll have your initial cast will be you plus 7. They'll have 7 work for them on average. So you might have 50 or 60 people with just 2 levels in your organization besides yourself. So when you look at your executive team, and if you've got 15 or 16, you probably need to shrink that a bit. If you have 1 or 2, that can work, but ideally you're probably a little bit more, or else your organization gets a bit tall and skinny, and that's less effective as well. Now, having said that, there is a factor that can modify this, and that is the experience of the leader and the experience of the people working for them. If you're a very high experienced leader, for example, you've been in the business 20 years and you understand everything about it and done every job, you could probably handle a couple more people. On the other side, if the people working for you are extremely seasoned and experienced, you also might be able to handle a few more of them because they don't need the care and feeding of people that are less experienced. But without looking at that part, the average is 7. So look at your team, figure out how many you've got direct reporting, and if it's more than 7, you may want to make a correction.